All right, the Cubs take care of business. They do what they needed to do. A positive homestand, taking 2 of 3 from the Kansas City Royals. Adbert Alzolay runs into a little bit of trouble, but the Cubbies hold on. 4-3 the final score, improving their record to 64-59 on the season. Here's what I want from you right now, as this is a solo show. If you love the Cubs, subscribe, of course, but we want you liking this video. And here's how we're going to do this, because when you see people at baseball games and they're asking for some sort of donation on the street, typically they're playing the trombone, they have a flute in hand, maybe they're playing the bucket. So you need some sort of skill if you're asking for something. I'm asking for the likes right here, solo. So what I'm going to do is our first Cubs chug over under 5 seconds. Now, if I get this under 5 seconds, you have to like it. It takes 5 seconds. And honestly, even if I don't get it in under 5 seconds, it's pretty admirable that I'm throwing back a Corona Light on a Sunday with the stopwatch and giving y'all Cubs baseball. So this will just take a few seconds. Anyways, we'll get into the Cubs chug in about 15 seconds. Let's first talk about Kyle Hendricks, who went 6 1/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run baseball. If the Cubbies can get a quality start from Kyle Hendricks every single time he goes out there and pitches, this is a dangerous team, because you know Justin Steele is a Cy Young candidate, the king of consistency right now. If you can maybe mix in Javier Assad, or whether it's Jamison Tyone to be that third pitcher that can go quality baseball as well, the offense has seemingly been pretty good. So anyways, here we go. The stopwatch is on, over under 5 seconds. What do you think, folks? Am I getting it? I'm a man of not many talents. One thing I can do is live magic. Now you see me? .481. A .481. Wow. We did it, folks. So go ahead and throw us a thumbs up as our first Cubs chug comes in under 5 seconds, just a little bit on the shirt. Disregard that. That's an optical illusion. Has something to do with the lighting there. So please give us that thumbs up. On to the show. All right, let's pull up the box score. Here's how it looked. Ian Happ got things started off after Bobby Witt Jr. got on base for Kansas City and scored the first run in the first inning. Ian Happ follows it up with a base hit. Cubs score a run. Cody Bellinger, a sacrifice fly to make it 2-1. Now, Seiya Suzuki in the, hold on, let me slide in here. 5th inning, a home run to left field to make it 3-1. Suzuki's swinging a hot bat right now, and I mean a very hot bat for the Chicago Cubs. A 960 OPS this month. This is after 2 atrocious months, to put it nicely, for Seiya Suzuki. The month of June had an OPS in a 500, 600 range, and did the same thing in July. August, it's up over 960. This is now his 4th home run this month alone. If Seiya Suzuki comes out swinging like this consistently, then all of a sudden you have a 6-7 hitter in your lineup that's pretty dangerous. Platooning with Mike Tauchman, potentially bringing up Pete Crow Armstrong. There's too many bodies in the outfield right now for the Cubbies, and that is what you want. Then in the 8th inning, the Cubs get some insurance, a Miguel Amaya home run. At the time, it made it 4-1. You thought, all right, Chicago Cubbies cruising at Wrigley Field in this one. There's going to be no issues. Adbert Alzolay comes in to close it down. Not so fast. The Royals had the lead run up to the plate, the tying run in scoring position, and wind up losing 4-3. So Chicago needed everything. They needed that solo blast from Miguel Amaya. So the needed insurance run there, huge, is Chicago takes Game 3 and the series, game, set, match from the lowly Royals, and it's on to the Motor City, where the Detroit Tigers welcome in the Cubbies. 57-67 are the Tigers this year. Riley Green, really good young player at 22 years of age. You'll be hearing his name a lot this series. Has been hurt for a little bit of the year, but when he's played, a 300 batter, can hit home runs, drive in runs, run the bases. Seems like 5 tools. Now, I haven't watched a ton of his fielding abilities, but seems like a 5-tool player that will be a star for the Detroit Tigers for a very long time. And again, they're 57-67, light years above the Kansas City Royals, who gave the Cubs a decent fight in this series. Javier Assad, Drew Smiley, and Jamison Tyone scheduled to pitch in these 3 games. Drew Smiley out from the bullpen and slated in the Marcus Stroman spot, who was supposed to return on Wednesday. Stroman most likely out for the season. It's all been said that his year is done. So Drew Smiley slides in there for now. And that brings up the question for tomorrow's show when Mick Gillespie's back with me. Jordan Wicks, could he be the 5th man? Has not been stretched over 90 pitches this season. The highest he's gone in his 20 starts, 89 pitches. Has gone 6 innings just once. Quality baseball just once in 20 starts. So I will ask Mick tomorrow, why? He's throwing 78 pitches to get through 5 innings. Why don't they stretch him out 7 innings? So if they call up Wicks in the next couple of weeks, he's ready to go 6-7 innings and can help you entering the playoffs. Now, he's a real young guy, a top prospect and a former first-round pick. So maybe they're slowly developing him, but that's a question that Mick is better suited to answer than myself, obviously, seeing that Mick calls the AA games for the Tennessee Smokies, and Jordan Wicks was on the Tennessee Smokies just a few weeks ago. I will also ask Mick, will Javi Baez ever regain form? He's slumped big time. And here's a little segue right here. Pete Crow Armstrong killing it right now in AAA, an OPS near 1,000. Pete Crow Armstrong, of course, was the piece that the Cubs returned in the Javi Baez to the Mets trade. So, hold on. I've been holding in this Corona burp for about 15 minutes. Now, the fact that I just went out here solo and delivered a little post-game show with the beer burp in the entire time, I'll give myself a little pat on the back. So appreciate everyone for tuning in. Those are the details. The Chicago Cubs, once again, winners 4-3, 64-59 on the season. I just chugged a beer in 4.81 seconds. Only some of it got on the shirt.